For thousands of years, the pyramids of Egypt have stood in the desert, silent witnesses to history. But what if they aren't silent at all? What if they hold a secret, a lost science of sound and vibration? Today, we're re-exploring a mind-bending question. Did the ancient Egyptians master acoustic energy to build their impossible monuments? Join me as we journey deep inside the Great Pyramid, where science and myth collide. We decode hieroglyphs that speak of words of power and uncover modern discoveries that suggest these ancient wonders were designed for something far beyond just burial. This isn't just a story about stones and sand. It's about a technology we're only just beginning to rediscover. Imagine stepping into the king's chamber, deep within the Great Pyramid. The air is thick, the silence is heavy. But then you make a sound, a hum, a clap, and the entire chamber comes alive. It doesn't just echo. It resonates, a deep vibration that you feel in your very bones. This isn't a coincidence. Acousticians have found that the chamber's dimensions, built from red Aswan granite, are mathematically perfect to create a powerful resonant box. At its center lies the so-called sarcophagus. Strike its side, and it sings. It emits a clear, sustained tone around 438 hertz, remarkably close to the musical note. Was this just a coffin? Or was it a finely tuned acoustic instrument, part of a much larger design? The pyramid itself is a maze of narrow shafts and hidden passages. Researchers now believe this wasn't just random complexity. It forms a sophisticated network, acting like acoustic waveguides, channeling sound from one chamber to another with shocking clarity, despite being separated by tons of solid stone. Why would they design it this way? The answer might lie in their own writings. Ancient Egyptian texts are filled with powerful phrases. The pyramid texts, the oldest religious writings on earth, say things like, "By my words I move heaven and earth," and "the sacred utterance raises what is heavy." For centuries, scholars dismissed this as poetry. But what if it was literal? What if they were describing a real understanding of sound energy? Consider the opening of the mouth ceremony. Priests would chant specific incantations while touching statues or mummies with special tools, supposedly to bring them to life. We see it as pure ritual, but was it? Could specific frequencies combined with vibration have induced physical changes in the stone? There are even later legends of priests who could move great stones with sacred words. Myth? Or a distorted memory of a forgotten technique? This isn't just ancient speculation. Modern science is starting to catch up. A new field called Archaeoacoustics studies the sound properties of ancient sites. Inside the Great Pyramid, they've measured a fundamental resonant frequency for the entire structure, identified chambers that act as natural sound amplifiers, and even found points of near total silence. It's an acoustic marvel, and it gets weirder. In 2018, physicists discovered the pyramid's shape allows it to concentrate electromagnetic waves into its internal chambers, especially near the king's chamber. The pyramid itself is a massive resonator. Did the Egyptians know this? We can't be sure, but the effect is real. In modern labs, scientists can levitate small objects using high-frequency sound waves. While there's no evidence the Egyptians did this on a massive scale, it proves the physical power of sound. The evidence is also carved into their architecture. Egyptian temples and pyramids repeatedly use harmonic ratios, the same mathematical proportions that create pleasing musical harmonies. This isn't just beautiful, it's functional. A structure built with these ratios can resonate more coherently, like a giant, perfectly tuned instrument. At the Temple of Dendera, a whisper spoken in the right spot can travel clearly across its grand hall. The columns themselves act as acoustic diffusers, spreading sound perfectly. This isn't accidental. It's brilliant, intentional design. So where are the blueprints? The Egyptians documented everything, from grain harvests to military campaigns. Yet no papyrus has ever been found that fully explains how they built the pyramids. Why the silence? One theory is that this knowledge was sacred, a closely guarded secret passed down orally among an elite class of priest engineers. We also see a strange pattern. The earliest pyramids are the most precise. Later structures show a decline in quality. It's as if the original masters took their secrets with them, and the knowledge slowly faded over generations. These secrets may have been kept in institutions called the Per-Ankh, or House of Life, which were ancient Egypt's centers for advanced science, medicine, and engineering. Of course, the mainstream view is that the pyramids were built with ramps, sledges, and immense manpower. This theory is well supported and remains the most accepted explanation. Other ideas, like the use of geopolymer concrete or acoustic levitation, remain highly speculative and lack direct proof. But there's a middle ground. What if the Egyptians didn't have alien tech, but simply a deeper, more practical understanding of physics, resonance, and materials than we give them credit for? Even if sound wasn't used to lift stones, it was almost certainly used for ritual. We know chanting and specific tones were central to their ceremonies. Modern medicine uses ultrasound for healing, proving sound has physical effects. Low-frequency vibrations are known to influence brain states and induce feelings of awe or altered consciousness. It's very likely the resonant chambers in temples and pyramids were intentionally designed to amplify these experiences, to connect the physical world with the spiritual. And Egypt wasn't alone. Around the world, ancient cultures integrated sound into their sacred sites. The stones of Stonehenge ring like bells when struck. Underground temples in Malta are designed to amplify the male voice at specific frequencies. The Great Pyramid at Chichen Itza in Mexico produces an echo that chirps like the sacred Quetzal bird. This connection between sound, stone, and spirit is a global human phenomenon. So what have we lost? Maybe the Egyptians didn't have super technology, but they clearly understood applied acoustics, the psychological effects of sound, and how to build architecture that was alive with resonance. Their knowledge wasn't written in books of physics, but was woven into their spiritual life, an experiential science we've forgotten how to practice. The pyramids are not silent tombs. They are resonant structures humming with secrets. The mystery may not be fully solved, but the clues are there, carved in stone and carried in echoes, waiting for us to stop looking and start listening. Thanks for watching, and if you want to explore more of history's greatest mysteries, make sure to subscribe.